Skills Pro, and in this series of videos we are going to explore the circle of fifths. I'm going to take you through all the little hidden tips and tricks that this amazing circle, this musical wheel, can show you and help you understand more about the theory of music, how songs are composed, how music works. So if you want to know a little bit more, let's go through some of the basics of the circle. So come over the keys of my piano and my rather large circle of fifths diagram, and we'll take a look at some of the basics of the circle of fifths. So it's called a circle because obviously it's circular in shape. But there's a very special reason why it is a circle. If we start at the top and go round the circle clockwise, we can actually play through virtually all the notes on the piano. C, G, D, A, E, B, F sharp, C sharp, or D flat, A flat, E flat, B flat, F and C. We're back at the beginning again, okay? So it's literally the whole length of the piano. And when you play those outer notes, you are actually playing all the notes found in the chromatic scale of an octave. So we've got C, C sharp, all the way through up to B. And of course, as we know in Western music, there are basically 12 tones, aren't there? C, C sharp D, D sharp E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp A sharp B. And of course, those sharps can also be referred to as flats. The outer circle represents the major keys of music. C major, D major, E major, D flat major, and so on. The inner circle represents the minor keys. A minor, G minor, F sharp minor, and so on. So when you start looking at the circle of fifths, people look at it for different reasons. Sometimes they go, actually, I'd like to know a little bit more about music theory. Maybe I'm doing composition at school or for a music exam. Maybe I just want to understand how that favourite song of mine is built. Well, let's show you one or two basic things. So when we look at, let's say, at a basic key, let's go for the key of C at the top. We play, first of all, the notes of the C scale. Now, of course, when you play a C scale, most people go, okay, I know what a C scale is. So I've done C, D, E, F, G, A, B. There are only 7 notes in a scale. We tend to think there's 8, but of course the top one is the same as the bottom one. Okay, now let's then take, for example, the key of C. We've got C, number 1, D is 2, E is 3, F is 4, G is 5, A is 6. Now you can see that in that wafer there, that little ice cream wafer block there, the first 6 notes of the major scale are found. To the side over here is B, which is the 7th, okay? And the reason that one's by the side is because all major scales contain 3 kinds of chords. There are major chords, obviously because it's a major key. There are minor chords, and there is 1 diminished. So there's 3 majors, 3 minors, and by the side is 1 diminished. So when I play the key of C, I play my C chord, look. Okay, and that then means that I have established my key note. That is home, C. We call it in music, we call it the tonic. So C is my tonic note. To the right of it is G, which is the 5th above. Okay, and underneath it is F, which is the 5th below. Now in music, we give those 3 primary chords, or primary notes as we call them, we give them special names. The key note, C in this example, is called the tonic. That's number 1. To the right of it, a 5th above, C to G is 5, we've got the dominant, okay, and that's the 2nd most important note in the scale. Going the other way from C, we get F, which is the 5th below. That is known as the subdominant. It's underneath. Okay, so you've got C, your tonic, 5 above, you've got your dominant, and underneath you've got your subdominant. Now, as it happens, look at how it works on the circle of fifths. Look, there's your tonic note. To the right is its dominant, and to the other side is the subdominant. Now, obviously, when we play in the scale, F is also the 4th note of the scale, so we put it there for scale purposes. But that is how you read the circle. You find your key note, To the right is its dominant, and to the left is its subdominant. Okay, and with those you can play all the 3-chord songs. That's where those 3 chords come from. Inside we've got the 2nd, the 3rd and the 6th. Now because of the way the semitones and the tones are laid out in the major scale, we then have 3 minor chords: D minor, E minor and A minor. Now when you play a 4-chord song, you put a minor in. 1, 6, 4 and 5 and 1. So I can now write a song in the key of C with 3 chords, maybe 4. Because I've got my circle of fifths, I know what notes to use in the melody. C, D, E, F, G. Okay, look, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And I also know I've got 3 major chords, 3 minors. This says minor just for the purposes of the thing, but the 7th note is a diminished. It produces a diminished chord, I should say. But we now know to play major chords on those notes, and we know to play minor chords on those notes. And look, they're all arranged in that nice little block right there. Isn't that great? So what if you were playing in a different key? What if you were playing in D major? So I fix D major, I sort of turn my head over, get the circle, that's now north on the circle. So I play D, look, there's D. To the right of it, the next one round is A, that's the dominant chord, and the other side of it is G major chord, which is the subdominant. So I now know my 1, my 4 and my 5 chords. Again, I can now write and compose G major, D major, 5, back to 1, here we go to G, then off to 4, and then there we go. So very, very nice. Got that the wrong way round actually, sorry. A is 5, duh. But 1, 4, 5. And again, I could put in, say, E minor. So I could do D major chord, look. That's chord 2. Then I could go to 4, 5, home to 1. So again, look, all in that wafer are my 6 chords, and my diminished would be C sharp. That's the 7th. Okay, so what's great now is it doesn't matter which key I choose. Inside the wafer, the little quarter of the pie, those contain your 6 basic chords, 3 majors, 3 minors, and the one to the side is the diminished, which is based on note 7. Now what if I was doing it the other way round? What if I was playing a song in a minor key? Well, all you do is you just flip them around. So the inner circle then become your main chords, and the outer ones, the majors, then become as the minors were in the majors, so they reverse roles. So if I was playing in C major, I wanted to write a song that was, say, in A minor, I would start with my A minor chord, that's 1, and then I've got E minor, which is the dominant, the 5th, the other side is the subdominant, the 4th note, okay, and then back to A. Now, you can see there's a problem there because, as you know, when you play a minor key, there's this sharp or flat that gets put in, the raised 7th. Okay, so when we play E, we normally make it E major, so we give it that lift. But again, I've still got my 1, my 4 and my 5, so I can write a song in A minor, look. D minor, then E, and A minor. Then I can lift it to C, which is called 3, then to G major, which could be number 7, and then back to 1, then 4, 5, 1. So if you're thinking, actually thinking, you know, I'd love to write a song, I really would, but I don't know the building blocks. The circle of fifth contains all that information. So I hope you enjoyed that little insight into the basics of reading the circle. So to recap, the outer circle are the 12 notes of the chromatic scale. The inner circle are the same 12 notes, but in a different order. The outer circle represents the major keys. The inner circle represents the minor keys. Whichever key note you choose, you then take the notes either side, and that whole quarter of the pie are then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The notes and the chords, and the one just to the other side to the right is the seventh, which normally is a diminished chord. With the minors, you do the same thing, but just swap them around. The minors become the inner circle and the main three, and then the outer ones become the alternatives, which adds variety to your composing. So there we go. So have fun. You will find on my Patreon page a rather cool circular fifths diagram, which you can download when you sign up and support the channel at patreon.com/keyboardskillsplay. Please do hit the subscribe button, and if you liked this video, please do smash that like button. My name's Tom Horton. Please do visit my website, and look forward to seeing you very here soon on YouTube for another video exploring a little bit more about the wonderful thing that is the circle of this. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.